Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And looking at the sliders before we begin Season 3, looking at the user sliders here, look at the computer sliders next. User QB accuracy at 5, it's pretty realistic. You get a good mix of, incomplete passes, complete passes, kind of, on par with the completion percentages that you see at the college football level. Not too high, not too low. There are times when the QB may just miss a wide open guy, and that's expected because not every quarterback is going to be pinpoint accurate on every throw. Pass blocking at 30, it complements the computer sliders. Receiver catching at 40, making sure they don't catch absolutely everything, but making sure they don't drop everything as well. Running back ability at 40. I don't think running back ability truly matters, just with blocking, breaking tackles. Stick skills pretty much rule that slider there. Run blocking at 5, it's pretty much how fast the computer guys disengage from blocks. It's not necessarily how well your guys run block, it's just how fast they disengage. It just ensures that you hit the hole fast, make the move, make the cuts. I like that at 5. Pass coverage at 25, it makes you really play pretty good man coverage. The zone doesn't really see that big of a dip. There are some times when you have low awareness players in zone, they kind of act a little dumb. And interception at 35, I think that's a good balance there, because I do catch a good amount of picks at 35 there, and rush defense at 5. Doesn't really matter. They recognize a play at the same amount of time, and tackling at 25. So if we look at the computer sliders, this is where I really want to make a difference here. Computer accuracy at 10, make sure they don't make every single throw, because if you have it at normal, they're going to hit every single guy. It's going to be pinpoint every time. Pass blocking at 50. This might be a little overpowering, but I do want to challenge, so we're going to leave that at 50. Wide receiver catching at 50 as well. Running back ability at 80. This actually is a pretty good slider. This shows how well the computer running backs have vision. If the running back ability is at 50 sometimes on Heisman, they just seem to warp towards a hole. They just see a hole and they hit it. They don't necessarily adjust on the fly. So having it at 80, they adjust. They have actual vision. So they'll either cut back, make a juke move, they'll follow their blocks. They won't just go straight. Run blocking at 45, I actually like that there, because it seems like our guys still disengage from blocks at a good rate. At 50, it seems like sometimes you're just stuck on the guys, and there might be plays where they might just break big runs off because our guys are just stuck on their guys, but that's what I guess I like that at that slider. So 55 pass coverage. We're actually going to move this up to 60 pass coverage. We're going to make it difficult on us. And rush defense, we're going to bump that up to 60 as well. Interceptions is low, because honestly, if you have interceptions high, if you just make them high, computer just cheats. They straight up cheat. Tackling is at 50. I think that's a pretty good rate, just the default. And kickoff power, kicking doesn't really matter. I do have the field goal power at 70, which might be a little bit overpowering, so let's just move that down to 65. And field goal accuracy at 35, to make sure that they're not just 100% on the money every single field goal. But we're going up against a Texas team who actually lost their opening game to Notre Dame. We thought we were going to be playing a pretty good Texas team, and they are pretty good, don't get me wrong, but they lost to Notre Dame, who we actually play in a couple of weeks coming up. So as you can see, they lost to Notre Dame 24-49 at Notre Dame. So maybe it was just that they were on the road, they had a tough game. But remember, we're on the road this game at Texas, and then we're at Notre Dame week 3. So we got our work cut off for us, but let's just hop into this, man. I'm excited. Josh Fleming, he's got number 5. The vote is in. He's got number 5. I changed his helmet to a Revo Speed as well. So let's get into it, man. I'm excited. New faces on the offense and defense. Let's get it. Going up against a Texas offense led by Shane Buechele at quarterback on the first play of the game, getting it on a wide receiver screen for a huge 55-yard reception. And just like that, the Indiana Hoosiers defense, the new look Indiana Hoosiers defense, gives up a big play right away. And on a 3rd and 6 inside the red zone, Bouchel's finding his receiver for the slant, but we are getting in for the sack for the first sack of the year. That one's going to be Wilson on the edge, but on the next play, Kyle Porter is going to run it in for the 10-yard rush, and just like that, the Indiana Hoosiers defense does not start off well in this one. But we are on the road, so we're expecting Texas to come out firing, but we come back on our offense. Josh Fleming using his legs, giving the ball to Devontae Williams there. But on a 3rd and 6, he's going to drop back to pass. Too much pressure that time, and the Texas defense is going to get in for the sack. So Bouchel takes over and almost throws a pick on that one. I was controlling Wilson, and he gets the completed pass, and they attempt to run a screen on the next play, and it breaks down. But look at Bouchel. He breaks free, gets down inside the 5-yard line. So Shane Bouchel is showing that he can throw, he can run. And on the first 2 possessions, the Texas Longhorns get in for 2 straight touchdowns. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense has to answer back. And here he comes, Fleming rolling out to the right, throwing the ball over the middle, and that one's going to be Tasir Mack over across the 50, and that's going to be a face mask, so add another 15 yards to that one. So on a 2nd and 10, giving the ball to Devontae Williams, busting it to the outside for a nice 17-yard gain. So now we're at the 15-yard line, and Tasir Mack once again getting the ball on the handoff there, and they actually force us into a 4th and 2. But we know we have the athlete in Josh Fleming. We can run a read option, and we give the ball to Devontae Williams and get in for the into the end zone for the touchdown. So it's a 7-point game at the start of the 2nd quarter. And oh my goodness, get a mean stiff arm that time by Kyle Porter. And the CPU is just notorious for stiff arming the mess out of your players. And on a 3rd and 7, though, Bouchel's going to drop back to pass, find his receiver there, Duvernay, for the first down. So now they're past the 50-yard line, but Bouchel is going to get sacked once again, trying to scramble on that one. But on a 3rd and 9, attempting a screen pass, and who else? Marcelino Ball, the All-American, is going to come up with the tackle. So they're going to kick the field goal there, but it bounces off of the crossbar. And just like that, the Indiana Hoosiers take over in our own territory after the missed field goal. So Fleming dropping back, showing his accuracy, but on this one he gets sacked for a 2nd and 26. So now it's a 3rd and 21, trying to make something out of nothing, throws the ball deep, and this time it's to the sophomore now, Michael Wilson, for the 24-yard reception. So Fleming is looking pretty damn good to start off this game. And look at that, rolling out to the left, throwing the ball across his body, finding the freshman Dave Ferguson for the reception there. So now facing a 3rd and goal, that Texas Longhorns pass rush gets in for the sack. So we're forced to settle for a field goal. So now it's a 4-point game, a minute and a half left in this half, and Bouchel's going to drop back, try to throw another screen. Same result. Marcelino Ball gets in for the tackle, and on a 3rd and 9, they attempt to throw the ball to Porter once again, but that one's going to be stopped, and we're going to take over after the punt, and Fleming is going to use his legs on offense. I'm telling you, it's such a weapon to use those legs. And once again, finding another freshman to freshman connection. Dave Ferguson's looking good in his first career game. And we're trying the screenplay this time, getting up to the 30-yard line. But look at this play. My left tackle just lets that guy, that pass rush move was unreal. But Fleming's going to roll out to the right, and that one's going to be completed to Dave Ferguson for the touchdown. Look at that pinpoint accuracy right over the safety. Look how close this is to being intercepted, but that accuracy was just dead on. So the Indiana Hoosiers take the lead before the half ends, and we get the ball at half, so we're in good position right now. But they stop us on a 3rd down screen pass, but on a 4th and inches, we convert for the 12-yard rush by Devontae Williams. So Fleming is showing off more of his accuracy, finding Joe Richard, baby Gronk over the middle, and he's been quiet up to this point, but it's because we got some new playmakers, and that was going to be Tasir Mack. Look at the footwork on the sideline. I'm really excited for what he's bringing to the table, especially replacing Simi Cobbs on the outside. He's doing a hell of a job this game. And on a 3rd and 3, getting inside the 10-yard line is Paul Stone. Remember, he was a freshman last year. He might take over as a starting running back once Devontae Williams leaves. But as you can see, Dave Ferguson getting in for the slant pattern. Wide open throw. Josh Fleming puts it on the money. And just like that, the Indiana Hoosiers are up 10. And look at that sack cheese, man. Shane Buechele straight up just avoids a no doubt sack, gets up, but we do end up stopping him for a 4th down punt. So Fleming takes over here towards the end of the 3rd quarter, and baby Gronk running over the safety on that one. And on a 3rd and 3, actually that was a busted triple option. Josh Fleming makes something out of nothing, getting upfield, and once again finding Michael Wilson over the middle for the slant pattern. So now it's a 1st and 10 inside the red zone, but that pass rush is just too much at times, and they get in for the sack. And once again, just trying to get some yards here, make a closer field goal, and we do just that, converting on the field goal. So now it's a 13-point game, and the Texas Longhorns offense kind of started out hot, and they kind of slowed down quite a bit. But as you can see, Shane Buechele just straight making something out of nothing, that Heisman cheese. So now he's just running the ball, it seems like. He's not finding anything in the air, but Simmons, the freshman linebacker, finally getting his footprint on this game and getting in for the tackle. But once again, we just had to put a spy on Buechele. He's just running the ball here, but on a 1st and 10, he gives the ball to Kyle Porter, and he runs in for the 35-yard touchdown. So the Texas Longhorns right back in this game. It's a 6-point game. It is not out of reach at all, but Devontae Williams, we have him, the Heisman Trophy winner, on our side. So Fleming is just impressing, finding the freshman one more time. That throw is actually going to put Dave Ferguson at 100 yards on the day. So Fleming dropping back to pass, trying to find Tasir Mack, but Tasir Mack can't hold on to that one. So on a 3rd and 7, throwing the ball over the middle, and Ferguson is going to catch another big pass in this game. That one's actually going to put him at 100, so 7 receptions for 100 yards. But as you can see, man, I hit the wrong button and an epic mistake. Look at who I'm throwing to. I thought he was going to be Y on that play. He was obviously RB, and just like that, I let the Texas Longhorns back in this game. So now they have under 4 minutes left to drive the length of the field. We're getting a stop there on 3rd and 8. Buechele's going to drop back, have all day to throw. Where is my pass rush on this one? But we do have a spy, and he gets smacked up. So on a 4th and 6, Buechele drop back to pass, clean pocket once again, but he's going to find a receiver over the middle, and Johnson's going to break a tackle and get to the 1st down. So now Buechele has almost 2 minutes left in this game, but we're sending a blitz. Marcelino Ball, he's all over the field, the senior, 98 overall, easily our highest overall guy on our roster. And look who it is. It's Minor, the D tackle, getting in for the sack. So now it's a 3rd and 25, and they're attempting a screen play. Very, very predictable out of 3rd and long. So on a 4th and 29, no choice but to throw it deep. And look who's in coverage. Riggins, the All-American, breaking up the pass. And just like that, the Texas Longhorns are going to run out of luck in this game as we give the ball to Jest in garbage time. Get him some garbage time minutes, and he gets in for the touchdown. So the Texas Longhorns, 10 seconds left in this game, just trying to make something out of nothing. But Raekwon Jones says, give me that. And that interception is going to seal the game up for the Indiana Hoosiers. What a game from our defense in the second half. They definitely turned it around a lot. And as you can see, Josh Fleming, the freshman, has a phenomenal game throwing the ball. Besides that blunder by me, that interception was definitely my fault. Hit the wrong button, but Devontae Williams almost 100 yards. 1 touchdown. Just has a touchdown as well. But Ferguson impresses from the slot position. Even when he had to fill in on the outside, he impressed there as well. But our defense straight balled out. We had quite a few sacks in this one. The interception by Raekwon Jones in garbage time, but I'm looking up from here, man. I'm telling you, Simmons had a really good game at middle linebacker. Burgess had a good game as well. Riggins, Rutledge just shut it down. This was a good game all around, so I'm excited for this, man. Josh Fleming, successful in his debut, so hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for the next episode. Let's get it.